Switch to a square brush. Small square brush. In my palette, I've got some different colors, some blue, some brown, some black. Kind of mixing them all together just to make a dark color. Sounding like my heat's trying to go out on me. I do really like these square brushes, like especially if you're trying to make something as straight as you can. Because when you got the paint in there, it definitely does go a bit straighter. I'm not liking this black I'm using though. It's almost too thin or not opaque enough. So I may end up going back. Otherwise I'm just going to have to layer it and layer it up to make it darker. And I don't know if I want to spend so much time doing that. If you don't have good detailing brushes, I would invest in some, because I do find that sometimes brushes really do matter, you know. At least I dropped it in the black. Let's see. bad when you drop it on there, but it can always be cleaned up. It's not like it's the end of the world. Got a baby wipe. No big deal, okay? Okay, I'm gonna switch my color back to white and touch that up a little bit around his leg. Right, I can go over it with just nothing on my brush, but maybe a little bit of water. Like this. That's like paint chipping off of my brush itself. My stuff is not always the newest, not always the greatest brush. It's not the most expensive always. Some of them are, some of them are not. I kind of go through a little bit of back and forth on my brushes and quality and things like that. So it's not always the best brush that makes the painting. It's how you utilize it, really, I guess. But then again, you can end up with a bad brush, you know. You can end up with something that doesn't have, you know, the quality of hair in it that, you know, your bristles. And I've heard other artists say it's not all about the brushes, but sometimes when you get a really good brush and you pay that a higher price for it, it kind of puts you in a different perspective of, wow, maybe the brush does actually matter sometimes, you know. I'm just trying to get rid of some of those messier gray lines when my pencil kind of rubbed off also too, but and let's take a little bit off this leg because it just looks off to me. But not like a lot. And yes, my hand does shake a lot sometimes. I'm a cancer survivor, and I've been through treatments and things like that, and it definitely has affected my art in a way where I have to learn to be okay with the marks that I do make and come back in if I need to And we make other marks, or, you know, just try to even up what I'm doing so that you can't really tell that I had the struggle, but the struggle is real, I can tell you. Of course, it doesn't always matter, you know, if your lines are perfectly straight, because as long as you get close, most of the time people can't tell, especially if it's going to be on something that's far away. So I'm just cleaning up the background a little, actually, where I put way too much black. Just to clean it up a little bit right there, and then I'm going to actually drag it on down. And I'm not going to care if it covers up all of my stick here, because I'll still be able to see the outline, because this white is not opaque enough to cover it completely. But it does give my background the illusion that it's whiter. Not so much of that grayness around everywhere. Let me do that around a lot more and come back and let you guys see how it's looking. I won't make you watch through it all. I'll pause it and come back.